All right, Dick Berggren's going to tell us about his neighbor.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Eddie McDonald, who's Red McDonald's son. Red owns the Lee, New Hampshire Speedway, which on Friday night runs some pretty darn good stock car racing. And his young man, Eddie, has made a career out of racing in this division. He has hopes and dreams of moving up one day, but until that phone call comes, he's in the garage every morning, wrenches in hand, torch in hand, working on that race car. He's got very little help. All of his help is volunteer, and he has done an incredible job, winning multiple times in this series, beating teams that are far more well-funded than he is. The kid just needs a break. He's got all the right stuff to make it to the big league.
A good point, Dick. He owns 6 wins in what is now the K&N Pro Series-EAST. 30 laps to go next time by.
Are you telling me these 15, 20-year-old drivers, there's a possibility we could go 100 laps straight with no caution?
It's possible.
These guys are doing a good job, Mike. I mean, oh, looky here. They're starting to root and gouge a little bit. They know 30 to go. The spotters are in their ears and saying, hey, if you have anything left, you got to do it now. 31 to go.
Yeah, we're down to a regular Friday night feature here.
Look at this, Kenny. Oh, look at this. He's using him up.
Ryan Gifford lays a little paint to Eddie McDonald's 71, and that opens the door for Coleman Presley in the 14 underneath.
And what I love about this, Coleman Presley in that 14, seen his grandfather Bob, seen his dad Robert. Wow. Wow. I'm lost.
And then we could get
Here comes McDonald in the 71. The only way to get away from that battle was to pass them all. And he passes Chase Elliott for 13th place. Gets underneath the 02 lapped car, C.J. Faison. And there's the first caution, and it's going to be for Ryan Gifford, who was running in 16th, right behind the battle we were showing you. That's turn 2. And it's the first caution of the day, of the night, not for rain.
And this is what this race really needs. Group these guys up a little tighter yet.
Yeah, like they weren't running side by side.
Yeah, and you notice we've got a spin there for a guy that's running in the middle of the field, and it's 100% dent free. No one got into him or anything. I mean, as far as hitting him when he was turning around or stuff. It's just been good racing.
Let's have a look and try to figure out what happened to the number 2.
Ooh, well, he might have got help getting in, maybe.
2 things. Might have got a little help getting in, but if you get in too high, there's what we call marbles out there. There's some dirt out there. Yeah, I think you got a little help, Kenny.
Yeah, well, a lot of times you got to have your buddies around to help you.
Yeah.
With friends like this.
Yes, yes.
Ryan Gifford is a Richard Childress Racing development driver. They're in the number 2. He stays. No, he does not stay on the lead lap. He goes a lap down.
You know, you bring that up, Richard Childress development driver. There's a lot of development drivers here tonight. A lot of Michael Waltrip Racing. There you are, Richard Childress development driver. And they have to be pretty good, Kenny, to be able to get these rides to see if that's the next best talent.
Bob?
Ryan Gifford's going to pull down pit road in that number 2 machine, and part of the problem for Ryan Gifford during this race here, he's had some radio communication trouble. He cannot hear his spotter, so when he comes down pit road here after that spin, they're going to put a new radio in that machine, and hopefully that'll help him out a little bit and maybe avoid some of the contact on the racetrack, guys.
Now you have all kinds of fellows racing in this series, longtime campaigners, young kids, and track promoters. The wave around car, the free pass car, is the 08 of Clay Campbell. Clay Campbell, in his day job, is the president of Martinsville Speedway, founded by his grandfather, who is one of the most recent nominees to the NASCAR Hall of Fame, H. Clay Earls. So Clay Campbell's been racing late models for years, and he's going to get back on the lead lap here.
And I will have to say I'm speechless.
No, that's never happened.
Hey,
this
I'm here
first. Remember what you said, Mike.
Hey,
in case we have to shut him up later.
I can't believe that.
That is Clay Campbell. He's run late model stocks forever. He run the Allison Legacy cars. He ran the Allison. I watched him run Allison Legacy race at Martinsville track one time when we were there. He races as much as he can. We got the 9 of Chase Elliott in pits here, and this has given up a lot of track position, but he was also backing up. So even though they can't change tires, he knew you need to come in and try to do something.
Well, they're making adjustments on the car, but no tire change, no fuel.
It appeared to me that either they screwed up on the track bar, which would loosen him up, and there's 2 holes in the back of glass there. Depending which one they went in, I'm just not sure whether they were tightening him up or freeing him up.
He was a top 10 car, so that's a lot to give up.
It's a lot to give up. But
with as few races as laps as remain.
Yeah, but he was also, we got less than 25 laps. Right. He was also not going forward. Right. He was backing up, so they got to try something.
Okay, Bob.
Max Gresham really thinks he's got a shot at this win, guys. Remember, he was tight in the center earlier. The car has come back to him. Now it's just tight upon entry. So what he's going to do is dial in a little rear brake to try to get that car to turn and try to keep it on the outside of his leader there, the number 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr., Dick.
And so Chase Elliott also pitted on that caution flag. The car was just playing too tight. Crew made a track bar adjustment, a significant track bar adjustment to try to loosen that hot rod up. You don't want to be too tight here, particularly coming off the second turn.
Chase was 14th when he pitted. 23 laps to go when they get the green. Darrell Wallace Jr. up front with Max Gresham, Brett Moffitt with Andrew Ranger, Alex Bowman, Sergio Pena, Benny Gordon, Jason Bowles, who won the Toyota Showdown earlier this year, Corey LaJoie and Matt DiBenedetto the top 10. Then Blaney, Cherry, McDonald, Godovic, and Presley the top 15. Then Smith, Haley, Conley, Pastrana, and McReynolds the top 20. 28 cars on the lead lap.
I liked Andrew Ranger in the 35, the white car running 4th. He won at the bottom when they dropped the green flag, boom, right down to the bottom. But look, some cars run better on the outside, some run better on the inside.
At the stripe, too close to call. That time, 22 to go, and then the Denny Hamlin short track showdown. But look at this battle for the lead.
Yeah, Brett Moffitt really came to life there in the restart. He got a good run off of 2 and was able to get his nose in there. I don't think he's going to be able to make it work. I think that Darrell Wallace is just better, but he's going to give her a big try here. Might have to hit him. That'll take care of it.
Gresham on the outside. Wallace clears it. So it's Wallace, Gresham, Moffitt in 3rd. Pena is up for 4th. Bowman in 5th. Ranger has slid to 6th. The 35's in trouble. They've ganged up on Andrew Ranger, whose car got way loose. A little help that time from Corey LaJoie. DiBenedetto, the 15, passes on the outside along with the 66 of Benny Gordon. 20 to go. Here's what happened to Andrew Ranger a little bit ago. Watch the 35.
Yeah.
Big slide.
Wow. That will mess up your lap time pretty big. That'll close up that gap to them guys behind you. There's Corey LaJoie taking advantage of him right now. I guess he's, what is he doing? Slicing them up?
Yeah, he said he was going to carve these guys up tonight.
Carving them up.
And look at this. Here's what I'm afraid of. Andrew Rangers is really loose. He's sideways. Everybody's trying to get by him. Now it looks like Coleman Presley in the 14 is going to get stuck behind him. Somebody's going to start rooting and gouging here. Hopefully they'll make it by without a caution, but it's not looking very good right now.
Yeah, they're stacked up 2 by 2 with Ranger. That's Ryan Blaney, the 10 on the inside. If he gets by, then it's the 71 of McDonald, Eddie McDonald, and then the 14 of Coleman Presley. And there's Ranger trying to hold them all off. If he can get to the inside, and he does, is that going to help, or is that just going to help clear traffic?
Well, at least he'll have more control of where people put him when he's learning. You know, I mean, when you're going backwards and you're in the middle, there's guys underneath you, there's guys outside you. You're just a ping pong ball. And when you get down the inside, it's like, I'll go as fast as I can, not leave any room underneath me. And if you can go around, okay, but you cut your chances. We got one in Pastrana in the wall there.
Slammed the wall. And that's going to bring out a caution flag. As he brings it, well, maybe not. He slows up in turn 2. Is he going to make it to the pits? Still green.
That looked like a right front flat right at the start-finish line. Put him into the wall.
He was 18th.
Yeah, he was doing a good job. It did look like all of a sudden it jumped up there into the wall.
He makes it to pit road. No caution for Travis Pastrana.
Here's Travis. He gets sideways.
Loose.
Right front tire. He's looking pretty good right now. And now he's,
Yeah, I think it was.
He's got the wheel turned left, trying to get away from the wall, Kenny. The right front tire looked to me like it went flat.
Yeah, something made him run right in the wall in the start-finish line. I mean, in the middle of the racetrack. And don't believe it. It sure looked like right front tire.
13 to go. Darrell Wallace Jr. is pulling away. 17 years old from Mobile. Rookie of the year last year, third in the point standings with 2 wins. Youngest winner in series history when he won at Greenville Pickens last March. Max Gresham has led the most laps tonight, 55 of them, but he has faded to a second behind Wallace with 12 to go.
Well, what I liked about Max there was that restart. He sure gave it everything. He gave her a try, trying to make something happen. With 12 to go, a lot can still happen.
The 66 on the outside of Benny Gordon. A great race car driver. Never made it to, the Sprint Cup Nationwide Series. He's found a home here in the K&N Pro Series-EAST. And these guys are going at it like 2 gentlemen, but I wonder how long this is going to last. We're coming down to 11 to go. Somebody's getting ready to use somebody up here pretty soon.
Well, I know if it was Friday or Saturday night, somebody'd be getting ready to get turned around. I just know what them guys, how they think.